Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are, remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another post-game, game number 31 for the Montreal Canadiens. And finally, Montreal has stopped the streak of 6 losses, and they win yesterday by a score of 3-2 over the Flyers in shootout. It was the first time Montreal did a shootout this season, and Jonathan Drouin make a difference. We're going to talk about everything happening during this game, so don't go nowhere. But before we start, we invite you, don't forget to subscribe. Of course, click on the like if you enjoyed this video and tell us what do you think about the performance of the Montreal Canadiens yesterday against the Flyers. So let's dive in and talking about the game yesterday. Like we do at the beginning, we talk about the score sheet of the game. And the first period, Montreal did very well. And it started with a good transition. The speed of Montreal was better, I'll be honest with you. And right away at the beginning of the period, the first 2 minutes, the Flyers got a penalty. I feel like Montreal jumped right away about that opportunity. They stay 90 seconds of the 2 minutes on the offensive side. They shoot the puck 4 times. Hoffman hit the post. Zuski have a great opportunity in front of Carter Hart, make a big save over there. But Montreal cannot score. But I feel like they keep they learn from that opportunity to carry on for the rest of the period, because at 5:20, Romanov passed the puck to Kolak, shoot the puck for the blue line, and Lehkonen barely tips the puck, and Carter Hart could not do anything about this. The puck go over his left shoulder, and Lehkonen, his fourth of the season, gave the lead for the Montreal Canadiens, and it was 1-0 right away after 5 minutes to play. But this was not the end, because Montreal continues to take advantage of the turnover. They gave away the Flyers. They have another power play, Montreal. It was not very good, that one. They have only one shot, but still, Montreal have better chance, more opportunity. Caulfield, again, shoot the puck. Carter Hart make a big save. Again, Ilonen. Again, Caulfield. And one time, again, Zuski. At the end of 20 minutes, Montreal have 19 shots on the Flyers. Only 8 for against Primeau. Primeau have a very quiet period. Only maybe I would say to you, one good shot, and Primeau make the save. So after 20, 1-0 for the Montreal Canadiens. Start the second period. I'll be honest with you. Right away, the Flyers score at 2:20. Willman scored his second of the year. Hayes, Evan Ristic have an assist on that one over there. Unfortunately, Jeff Petrie again make a mistake to leave the guy pass the puck. And then Willman scored a goal. Primeau couldn't do anything. But I'll be honest with you, that goal did not stop Montreal. The first 11 minutes of the Montreal, they have 10 more shots on Carter Hart. It's hard to make a difference, to be honest with you, keep the Flyers in the game. Then the momentum shift, because Joel Armia got a penalty, and you can feel out the Flyers start to believe on themselves, and that penalty changed the momentum for the rest of the game, because Flyers become better. I feel like the second part of the game, the Flyers play a better game, less mistake, and finally at 90 minutes, 1 minute at the end of the second period, Cates scored his first goal in the NHL after he got a pass of Sanham Brown. It was a 2-1 after a mistake of Jeff Petrie, and gave the lead for the Flyers at the end of the second period by a score of 2-1. The shot was 14-11. Montreal have only one shot for the last 9 minutes of the period, and Flyers have a power play, did not take advantage of that one over there. So after 40 minutes, 2-1 Flyers, and you know, if you follow Montreal, here we go. Here we go. We're going to lose again. Montreal cannot capitalize, cannot come back. Barely during the season, and it was already 2-1 for the Flyers. So we started third period. Right away, Montreal did not take an advantage of another power play during the third period. But again, they was hanging there. Primeau make a big save about 9 minutes during the third period with a pad on the left side to keep the Montreal only trailed by one goal. Carter Hart continues to make save. But the third period overall, the Flyers have a better period, to be honest with you. But at the end of the at the period, about 14-21. A shot from Ben Chariot to the blue line hit the top of the pad of Carter Hart, rebound in front of the net, and finally Laurent Dauphin scored the goal, tied the game at 2-2. At that moment, Dauphin, it was his first goal as a member of the Montreal Canadiens. Have a good game for Dauphin with the Abs last night, and that way it was 2-2. I feel after that, both teams does not want to score. They want to get 1 point at least. You can see for the rest 5 minutes of the third period, nothing really happening. And Flyers dominate that third period with 14 shots versus 11. After 60 minutes, the score was 2-2. During the OT, not many opportunities, to be honest with you. Montreal got a penalty during that time, and then Flyers did not take advantage of the power play. 4 versus 3. Couple of shots. Romanov was unbelievable. Blocked 2 shots on the back door to keep Montreal in the game at 2-2. And after the penalty, nothing happening to be. And the score was still 2-2. We have to go to the shootout. That was the first shootout for the Montreal Canadiens. On the flip side, Flyers don't have a great record on the shootout. So the first shot, it was come from Jonathan Drouin. And Jonathan Drouin found a way to score against Carter Hart to give the lead by 1 goal to the Montreal Canadiens. And then Primeau. It was all about Primeau. And he stopped Giroux, Couturier, and Atkinson at the end of the third shot. Primeau make a big save on his left side with a pad. And Atkinson could not score. And the Montreal win that game 3-2 and shootout. So another... Honestly, we have to give credit for the Montreal. They found a way to win in Montreal with no fans in the building. Nobody in the building yesterday after press conference by the Prime Minister for the Quebec announced that nobody can be inside the Bell Center last night. Let's move on to the next thing, by number. The shot was 40, 39, 79 shot yesterday. Good performance of Primeau and Carter Hart. The face-off was 60-40 advantage Flyers. The power play, both teams are 0-2. The hit, not many, 22 Montreal, 13 only for the Flyers. 4-minute penalty for both teams. The block shot, 15 Montreal, 11 Flyers. But a lot of giveaways, 16 for the Flyers and 15 for the Montreal Canadiens. For the Flyers, the leader, of course, they have 1 point per Brown, but they have 5 other players have 1 point yesterday. Giroux shot 4 times on Primeau. The TOI was Couturier, played 25 minutes, 36 seconds, guy. Unbelievable performance of Sean Couturier yesterday. And finally, Carter Hart was solid between the pipes for the lead. Have a save percentage of 9.50. For the Montreal Canadiens, again, many other players have 1 point. Jonathan Drouin make it fun with a goal with 1 point yesterday. Zuski shot not 4 times, guys. This is a mistake. 8 times on the Carter Hart. Unbelievable, great performance. Maybe the best game of Cole Caulfield yesterday at the beginning of the season. And Nick Zuski, guy, played 25 minutes, 9 seconds. And finally, Primeau have a good percentage of 9.49 stop. 37 of the 39 shot he faced yesterday against the Flyers. The 3-star of the game. Ben Chariot got the 3rd star. Laurent Dauphin, the 2nd star. And the 1st star of the night, Jonathan Drouin, a goal and shootout. Let's move on to the next thing is the Frenchy corner. Montreal went 3-2 and shootout. Perreault showed up at the ring earlier at 5 o'clock and announced he could not play tonight against the Flyers with a little bit the back bother him. Armia Evans was in the game against the Flyers and even played on the left wing with Hoffman and Zuski. So Armia was on the 3rd line. Primeau, Chariot, Zuski, Romanov. Great game for them, honestly. Primeau stopped, save percentage of 9.47. Chariot was really active yesterday on the offensive side with a couple of shots, but also gave its fans for the tie the game. Zuski, -2, I understand that, but he played 25 minutes. and he was really good on the face-off. Romanov, maybe one of the best games of the season. Romanov have a good performance with a 5-block, 5 shots, and he played 24 minutes. Better performance overall. I believe this maybe Montreal, we know they have a record of 2-11-2 in the last 15 games. This may be the best game of the season. Of course, they play against the Flyers, but still at the end of the day, we have to give credit for the Abs, play good, yes, against the Flyers. Some take advantage of the opportunity. With many injuries in the lineup, we have a lot of players like Dauphin, we have Caulfield, we have Poland, we have Ilonen, we have Glagu. Inside this, they have an opportunity right now to show what they look like in NHL, and they take advantage of that, and they give a good result for the Montreal Canadiens because, honestly, they have a good game, all of them, against the Flyers. Look about the TOI yesterday. Zuski, 25 minutes plus. Romanov, 24-37. Ilonen, 16-16. Caulfield guy have 16 minutes, and Rand Poland at 15 minutes plus yesterday. That what I want to tell you is the young kid take advantage, but also Ducharme gave confidence to them, and they make it fun yesterday. Plus, we have also Laurent Dauphin, another call up, play a solid 60 minutes with the Montreal yesterday. So at the end of the day, they take advantage of their opportunity at that moment. Flyers are not better, struggle. Honestly, I see the Flyers exactly like Montreal sent the beginning of the season. A bad execution, not great on the intensity. The first 30 minutes, it was painful to watching them. They get better a little bit after that. But again, overall, I see another team like Montreal. They're going to have a difficult time, I believe, during the season. I don't see Flyers can. I know they win the last 3 games, but prior to that, they was 0-8-2. So I don't feel like the Flyers are going to have a good year overall. I don't see them in the playoff, to be honest with you. The COVID-19 situation in the NHL, I'm going to talk more about during the live stream we do every day. But the COVID-19 is getting very a major problem around the league. Many teams, not only 1 or 2, but many teams are right now on the affect bad COVID-19. They missed over 60 players right now at that moment. Over 120 players got COVID-19 since the beginning of the season. So it's really starting to be alarming around the league. We'll be interesting to see what the NHL is going to do about that part. Injury update. Gallagher and Nico are back on the ice now. Practice with Carey Price yesterday. We don't expect them to be back in the lineup until next week for both of them. We know Petrie is back now, so we have to follow up. But obviously, we'll ask maybe Dave Warrack for the rest of the year to for a minimum of 8 weeks. Same situation with Josh Anderson. 3 key major players inside the team. So Edmondson still, nothing's going on about him. We have to expect him until in January with Carey Price. We have to follow up with them. Paul Biron still continues to skating. We don't expect him until next year and during January. So that's what situation with the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on with the scorecard we like to do. That give you all the information you need to do during the game for the performance on the offensive, on the score sheet, but also the XGF, the XGA, and the positive or the negative. Honestly, Chariot, Savard, Lekonen, Dauphin, Kulak have a good game yesterday. At the bottom, Petrie have a bad game again for the Montreal Canadiens. Unfortunately, that brings you to remind you the next game and also the live stream play-by-play by the Montreal Canadiens and also by the Hockey Nation. Our show is going to be next Saturday, December 18th at 7 o'clock. The Boston Bruins are in the town. They also have a problem with that. They lost about a minimum of 5 players on the COVID-19. 2 major players, Marchand and Bergeron, are out of the lineup at that moment. So, guys, not happened again a lot. In 31 games, Montreal win only 7 games. But again, we have to take advantage of those wins and to have a little bit happiness about this. And we'll see how they're going to react again in Montreal, again, the Boston Bruins. They never win back-to-back games this season, Montreal. So it'll be interesting if they can do it. Again, great performance of Cayden Primeau yesterday between the pipe, was called up from the Laval Rocket for that game. And you can see behind me, yes, you have nobody inside the building. Maybe Montreal play better when you have nobody. Who knows? But Thanks again to watching another great video of the Hockey Nation Show with the hockey coach guru code FRENCHY. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the likes, and of course, tell us what you think about the performance of the Bleu Blanc Rouge. And of course, you have greatness inside of you. Merci mes amis d'avoir regardé une autre vidéo avec l'entraîneur code FRENCHY. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner au channel Hockey Nation Live Show. Et finalement, dites-moi ce que vous pensez de la performance de Montréal contre les Flyers. Et je vous souhaite une très belle journée, mes amis.